What's up, old crew world? Hey, what's going on, everybody? And Andy Brian here, just starting up an hour later. My buddy Upstate Audits was over there, and he was pulling in some memberships. And you know what? He always, whenever he sees me come live, he always jumps over onto my live. So when the man's over there jumping on there, and he's getting memberships and so forth, there's no way I'm going to start a live and take away any memberships the man's going to get. So that's why we're live. We're live a little late today. I wanted my man Upstate to get as much as he could get. He's a good man. As a matter of fact, if you have not joined Upstate Audits as membership yet, and you are over to Upstate Audits, and maybe you don't know about Upstate Audits, get a chance to run over up to Upstate Audits and check him out. He's a 420 friendly dude. He absolutely is a 420. What's up, Big Red? 420 friendly guy. Sit there on the panel and smoke some up with him, and join his membership. He's a good guy, and there's some other guys over there. Heck, join my membership. There's a lot of memberships you could be joining. Doesn't get you a hell of a lot, but what it gets you is a little bit more of a link to the channel. It gets you. What it gets with me is it gets you more of a shout out. Most all of us channels make sure we shout you out. We recognize you more because you've got the S by your name, so it kind of sticks out there a little bit. Not that we like you anymore, but it does stick out there a little bit. So if you're over there, if you're over at KY Packers or any of these guys, make sure you go over there and hit them up for heck, even if it's just a $2.99 per month. I mean, come on, $2.99 per month membership. Some of them go up as high as $50, but most of them in here they got $2.99 memberships. At least it gives you a chance to be part of the fun, and a lot of the benefits are worth it and so forth, depending on how high into the membership you want to go and so forth. A lot of times it'll get you heck with me. With mine, one of my memberships gets you a spot, guaranteed spot on the panel every week. I'll make sure that you got a spot. So make sure you join the memberships. Breaking the Flaw. How you doing, Breaking the Flaw? KY Packer. They all got memberships, so check them out. Look at that, Breaking the Flaw, new membership. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. As soon as I get my PayPal straightened out, I don't know what's wrong. I tried to join membership over at Upstate. For some reason, it kept saying it wouldn't accept my PayPal. It wouldn't connect my PayPal to send them a membership. So I got to figure out why my PayPal's not connecting up, and so I can join membership. So that's the big thing today is we're trying to push memberships. You don't have to join no high membership. We just like to have you be part of the crew and so forth. So put the link out there if you want to come up on panel. Anybody, okay? Really? Yeah, it did it to me. I tried it 3 or 4 times, and it wouldn't let me link my PayPal to pay his thing. I don't know what the heck it is. I'll try it again later. But I tried to donate to someone the other day too, and it did the same thing. Where did I try? I don't remember who I tried to donate to. Hey, Billy Smith, what's going on? Any of you that are in here that are not members yet, not members, not subscribers yet, please hit the subscribe button. and become drivers. So what's happening, 420?
What's happening, NNE? What's going on, brother?
Well, not much. We just here kicking around,
Yeah,
trying to see what's going on.
not much on this end.
Yeah. Well, I like I was telling them, I started a little late tonight because Upstate was getting some memberships there, and I didn't want him to lose the opportunity to grab a few memberships while he was up.
Yep.
So that's why we started a little late. So I apologize, to everybody. But
Nope, no need to apologize. I just
these guys,
last night I fell asleep on your panel
I,
twice.
I,
Not once, but twice.
Hey, that's my job.
usually I would say usually when we hear snoring, usually it's KY Factor is snoring.
I was like, when I woke up the first time, and I got a phone call, and I woke up, and I was muted, and I'm like, oh, thank fucking God, because I'm probably snoring. And then I muted it again, and I just fell asleep again, and I woke up again, and I'm like, all right, I gotta get off.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and yeah, that's fucking funny. Oh shit. All right.
Cooking with Lulu. How you doing, Lulu? How you been? Who's ya? Geez, he's not on the phone with my wife right now. That's good. That means I'm not in trouble yet.
All right, hey,
Yes, he
Hey,
is.
Bri-
He's just using a different phone.
hey, Brian. Since I'm a member of you, which is way more money than my lower one, so just saying.
I'm going to hit you all you guys up. But like
Yeah, let's all just like exchange it because like it won't really matter. I mean, YouTube's gonna take a little bit of a cut, but it really helps with the clout with other people that are might be in there, and it, I think once I was gonna say like when someone super chats, you're more likely to get more super chats because one person did it, right? It's
yeah. Well, and the thing of it is that it's good to have the membership and so forth. It just shows that there's more people that are supporting you and so forth.
yeah.
You know? But yeah, so I guess just even who just said he had the same problem when he tried to become a member of mine was that he had a hard time linking his PayPal. I'll have to figure out. I may have to link up one of my credit cards. I usually like to do with PayPal though. Deal with my credit card.
When I
Might
first
take you
tried to
3
join,
days.
I had the same problem. I had to wait till the next day, and then it went through.
Well, I tried it about 6 or 8 times. So I hope that doesn't mean they're going to have 6 or 8 memberships over at Upstate.
You guys know who created PayPal, right?
What's that?
You know who created PayPal, right?
No.
Elon Musk.
Musk, yeah.
Was it Musk? I didn't know. I don't care about that stuff. All I care about is it works. Well, the thing of it is that they all get, well, PayPal's not as bad, but freaking on this on the what the hell you call it there, on the chat, they take 30% there,
Oh, yeah, on the super chats, and
Yeah, the super chat, they take 30% there.
and then the taxes are 30%,
Yeah,
so you get 40%.
right.
No, you get raped, is what it is.
They get
Yeah.
YouTube gets 30, taxes take 30% of the total, and that leaves you 40%. So of $10, you get $4.
And thank you for your contribution to bombing brown babies overseas. Thank you.
Yeah. Funding his space program, whatever.
Yeah. Shooting little baby aliens. No, I'm kidding. It's all horrible. Whatever they're doing, whatever weapon they're creating that's bigger and better, we don't fucking need it. That's what I gotta say.
That's it.
So what did I miss? Anything? Oh, so I hear that Omaha got arrested. I've been on the road a lot today, so I didn't hear the legitimates. about it. So what happened? Somebody said that he got arrested for interfering again, or what it ended up being.
No, he was walking and just behind a parking lot where cars were, and he had the old tripod in the gun case trick over his shoulder,
Hiding behind trees.
and his camera in his hand, and two officers approached him from the front, two from his right side at about 100 degrees from front, and they arrested him.
For what?
The Upstate showed the clip of them
Interfering with
arresting him,
right?
but I didn't see anything else.
This is feeling an awful lot like Moscow, people. It's really starting to feel like we're moving into some fucking either banana republic or some Moscow, Soviet type of a system where you can't do anything.
And hey, I proved that it is because he's black, or at least it kind of helps with the theory. Is that I do think that is one of the issues here. I really do think it is. I mean, and he is kind of weird, but it's the police's approach is what it's the problem. And if they're going to, I think that they're using his race against them. I do think they're doing that. I went to the prison that Omaha did up in New Hampshire. Yeah. They didn't come guns drawn. They were kind of being kind of sarcastic by clanking the cuffs, like the prison guards like to do, ching, 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 ching. And I was like, oh, this is a fucking jokesters. I was laughing in my head. I was oh man. But, I think it's because I was possibly, not so much I was white, I wasn't black. And I think because Omaha was black, I think they treated him completely different. They literally detained him, put him in cuffs. They didn't do that shit to me. They intimidated me. That's probably because I have long hair and maybe red.
Well, dude, they not only came and put him in cuffs, they came screeching, blocked off the road, pulled out a fucking AR-15 and fucking were drugged and fucking drew down on it. I mean, that's a little different.
When I first was recording, the first vehicle that came down the hill at the prison was an excavator, and I was like, "Oh shit, killdozer!" I literally thought the guy was coming at me. He was going full speed down the freaking hill. I was like, I don't know. I thought he was coming at me. I would think, thankfully not. But and I was never detained. I could have left.
Yeah,
I'm sure the local cops would have pulled me over, but. I just don't think I think there was more to it when Omaha did it, and I really think it had to do with the color of his skin. Berlin is a dominantly white town. Having a black guy started filming a prison, I can see that being
different.
Something that would strike them as weird. At least,
That's right.
He was wearing a pair of khaki pants. That's what they kept telling him. As wow, you're here with his khaki pants. With these khaki clothes on, nobody recognizes you. What the fuck? So now we're judged by the clothes that we wear. Literally now, before it used to be a joke. Now it's like, holy fuck,
I mean, I kind of dress like I'm about to go skiing, so maybe they think I'm a tourist at first. I don't know, but I don't.
I feel guilty about him getting arrested today because when he was here, he said to me, he says, "What do you think up north here would get me arrested quick?" And I said, "Well, there's one thing that's not going to get you arrested quick, and that is if you're carrying around a gun case, because that's so common up here, nobody's going to give a shit." And he says, "Wow, but that would make a big fucking psychomatic thing down home where I live." And so he got the idea of a tripod in a rifle case when he was up here with me. I
Oh
didn't
my
tell
god.
you to do that. I was just saying that's something you're not going to use up here. And he automatically thought about it, and he used it in Laconia, and Laconia cops freaked out about it. He's used it in Boss. Oh yeah. So I feel guilty
Oh
each
my
time I do it.
god.
I had time now. I'm like, oh fuck, Brian, what did you do? Create a monster.
It is kind of funny. Like imagine like wearing all camo and going to the airport with like your your wind instruments and your string instrument cases, but there's no instruments in there.
Yeah.
And you just bring it in like that. And
Well,
I don't know, like it'd be funny. It'd be funny.
well, I told him, I says, tell him that you used to walk around with your tripod in your hand, and you got sick of leaving your tripod and forgetting it, and having to go back after it. I said, so tell him you started carrying it in a gun case, and that's why you're carrying a tripod in a gun case. And the fucker took me serious, and oh god, now he's getting arrested for it. Yeah,
It is pretty genius though.
yeah. But actually, I think we might have started that when Josh. I think I might have talked about doing it. I don't think we did it when Josh was around, but we talked about doing that in Massachusetts. And Josh and now would probably get shot
What?
if we carried a gun case around downtown Boston.
We well, I don't want to say we. A friend of mine called the Providence police chief, and they asked them, what would happen if, let's just say you don't have a driver's license, you don't have a vehicle, you never chose to do so, but you have a gun and you want to go to the shooting range. The only means of you getting there is to walk. Are you allowed to strap up that firearm and walk to the firing range? And the police chief said, yeah, you have every right to do that. However, if we see you doing that, we will arrest you. Literally, I'm not even kidding. This is a recorded call of him saying that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it a bit. And I mean, we've had them tell us, like when we were in Boston, some of the cops down there would admit that they would arrest us just to get us off the street. That they knew we'd be back out on the street in the morning, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
would arrest us just to get us off the street for that night. That's how sick these guys are playing with their authority.
You know what excuse they would make? They're like, oh, we can't put another officer on duty because to take care of like the cameraman because we're already on overtime budgets and all this shit, so they can't take on another people, so they just got to arrest you, right?
Well, for one thing, why should they even be worrying about the man with the camera?
Well,
that's the whole thing. Why
if they're doing something wrong, that's when they worry.
Right. If you are doing something illegal, that's the only time they should be concerned with the man with the camera. Are they going to go follow Channel 8, 6, and 13, ABC, CBS, and NBC around? I don't think so.
Doubt it.
So why are they following us? But yeah, next week my daughter will be back in school. I'll probably go out and do some auditing next week. Hopefully, we're supposedly back in the green zone again, so get to be back in school next week. They're out of school this week because of vacation, but
like she physically goes into school, or
yeah, she physically goes into school every day.
She hasn't been. Is that what you're saying?
Well, last week they were out because of one of the staff members had COVID. And so they kept the kids out of school for a week. And then this week was school vacation. So I've had 2 weeks. So I need a break. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you, man.
Yeah. She's a handful. and a half.
Maybe we can do an audit soon if you're free.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if we get, I'll probably try to pull some free time, and if you're free in the area and want to do a northern, or even doing a western, if you want to do like Berlin Gorham or Ossipee or
Oh
Overton,
yeah, yeah. Osby, is that how you say it?
Ossipee.
Osby. Okay. I also planned on going to Swanville or Rockland, maybe to possibly set up a visit to Sean Floyd,
Yep,
Swan Villain.
sure, absolutely.
I don't know, like I don't know how we set that up. I mean, if he's going to be there for a long time, I mean, he has visitation rights, right? So. Never even met the guy. I don't want to have to meet him in jail for the first time, but I guess that's how it's going to be.
Yeah. Well, and I wanted to go down. Oh no, I can't talk about that. I'll talk about that with you sometime off.
Okay. All right. breakingtheflaw@gmail.com.
Yeah. 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 I want to go down. I'll put it this way. I want to go down to Rhode Island sometime. You know what I'm talking about.
All right.
So I might
Hey,
do
Brian,
that.
you were
Yeah.
talking
What?
about going and visiting your sister-in-law,
Yeah. My sister-in-law down there in
Canada.
yeah.
When were you thinking of going?
Oh, my sister-in-law in Canada. Oh, I don't know. Depends when they break that border open.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I want to send uh, Ginger a sample of that sausage, but they won't send it across the border.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's meat. They don't like to send meat across the border.
But can you take it across the border?
It's funny. Sometimes I don't get any problems because you have to understand. I used to cross the border every weekend because I used to live up in Canada and work down here in the U.S. So I used to cross the border every weekend, and that was in Maine. All right, in the Holton, Maine area. They got to know me so well there. They probably gave me, a pass on a lot of stuff. So I used to take chicken, hamburger, back up with me because it was half the price down here as it is up there. And they never questioned me. Now, one other time I went up there to another border and they took some chicken away from me. So
Really?
you couldn't take poultry up across. And it was frozen chicken, believe it or not. And they wouldn't let me take it. But it depends who you end up catching at the border. The border that I probably will go up through, if I have something to take, they should let me because it's such a small border.
I'll probably go on the website and ask that question. I'm going to have some frozen sausage.
They'll tell you no. You can try it.
That's all I'll do. I won't say when, where, and how. I just say I have some frozen summer sausage I want to take to a friend. Am I allowed to bring that across the border?
The big thing is, I think that's all in sealed packages. Probably they'd let you, but if it's in anything that's in an unsealed package,
Oh, it's all going to be sealed. You know how it comes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They worry about bugs or stuff like that.
Right. Contamination of cross contamination, pollination, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't
Seeds
want,
and bugs and
yeah,
yeah,
they don't want that agricultural bullshit.
yeah. Because I was going to try to get some clones off from yeah. God, can't think of her name. God damn it. Up there in Canada, I said if I get some clones off from Ginger, and I got remember it. I said you can't take any plant life across the border because of it and so forth. So yeah, which is too bad because I was hoping to be able to get some clones off of Ginger this spring. Because I don't know what you guys usually start, but I start all my plants with clones. That were guaranteed females. I had best luck with clones.
Yeah,
So
I really
for
wanted to send her, a batch of that stuff, but 'cause she said she loves it. I thought, well,
yeah,
maybe this is a way.
yeah. So 420. I got to ask you a question.
What's that, buddy?
What the fuck is up with Bucket? He
Uh,
he he's fucking gone off on all of us.
And me too now.
You
Look,
know,
guys, I'm guilty for bringing him into all of this. I met the guy on the street in Pawtucket. I like what he had to say, some choice words at the city council meeting, and I ran into him on the street one day, and I was like, "Yo, you should start a YouTube channel." And I hope he sticks to doing video games. That's all I gotta say.
yeah. I mean, he goes off so quick. I mean, you can't reason with the guy. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's a hair trigger the last week or so.
I was giving him so much latitude yesterday. I mean, I mean, people were mad in the chat because I was allowing the shit that I was allowing him to do. And then the one time I stopped him for a second and wanted to say something myself, he fucking, whoa, he went off on me and just
Yeah.
moved, and I don't know if there's a medicine that he's not taking, he stopped taking, or I mean, he's fucking telling me on the phone today, I hope you fucking die. I'm praying you fucking die. You don't deserve to be alive. I mean, he's fucking just right.
He's hey, I gotta tell you, man, Rhode Island is a different kind of place, and I see a lot of like Bucket, a lot of people like him, and where they're coming from, and all right. So Rhode Island's like this ultra welfare state. Everyone is super privileged right off the bat because the state said so. And I'm not saying that's where he's falling into this, but like across the board. And Rhode Island is a heavily fluoridated state.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be out of there.
But he just, I don't know why, but he just feels like, if he wants to speak, then everyone else should just shut up and allow him to speak. And then when you allow him latitude, whatever, and then when you stop to try to step in, everybody, I mean, KY, Upstate, Epic has always been one of his biggest defenders. I mean, I mean, Epic and I had words before because he thought that I was a little hard on Bucket. But
It's this privileged mentality, man.
yeah,
You know, people think that they have the right to say what they want. It's like you don't. If it was on his channel, you have the right to say what the hell you want. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't be like calling you out. I never have. Like especially on your own channel, I would never do that. Like it's just it doesn't make sense. It makes sense.
Well, you remember 420 when I was on your channel that time, and he went right off on me just because he says, "Oh, Brian's trying to change the topic," and he kept dropping me down because I was trying to ask a question, and that's how picky he is about when it's his position to be in authority, but when it's someone else, he's just not. He doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't deal well with authoritative, people who are in authority or what. Maybe that's part of what it is. Um,
Well,
he,
if I lived in Pawtucket, yeah, I'd be anti-authority. I mean, I did live in Pawtucket for a time, not too far from where Bucket lived.
So what's your thought, 420? I mean, are we all wrong? Are we not?
no, he did go off the deep end, but I did talk to him today. He was quite calm on my panel. And, I'm trying to, talk to him every day,
Reason
just
with him.
to reason with him. I love the kid. I really do. I met him for the first time the other day, one-on-one. I get to talk to him. If you meet him in person, he's a lot different than on YouTube,
Oh no,
Yeah.
But the thing
I've
is,
known,
last 10
I've known
days,
Bucket for a long time. When Bucket walked away from the other guys and got out on his own, I was the one that brought him into my panel and said, "Look, Bucket, if you're gonna do this, you need to do it right." And I tried to get him to calm down, and he was coming on my panel all the time, and I helped him get up to the 1,000, and then after that, he just kind of went over toward Massole, and it was Massole was the greatest thing, and auditing was number two after that, and now all of a sudden he's back in auditing again, and now here he is fighting with Massole. He's fighting with Kate. Now he thinks Kate's the I don't know.
He's learning his lesson of fraternizing with them, and it is what it is. I think everyone has that lesson, I guess. But like, hey, not for nothing. Like when I found out he got arrested for free speech, I was the first guy to meet up with him. I didn't even know it even happened because he went alone. No one knew because he went alone. But I tried to help him out. Give him a nice little interview and shit. And I'm not saying I would ever turn my camera away from him. But I'd tell you what, I'm not going to purposely go audit with them because I feel like it would put me in sort of a liability, and that's just how I
Well,
kind of feel about that.
if he's with me, I did, like I said, I audited with him. He was very kind.
Yeah.
He was very big-hearted. He was watching out for me. I don't know why, but he was watching out for me, and like always walked in front of me to make sure, crossing the crosswalk, he walked in front of me to make sure I wasn't going to get hit by a car, and and then just to see, when he gets upset, it's like, holy shit, that's not the person I met. I mean, I understand, he doesn't have the greatest family atmosphere. So I don't know if he's looking at me as a father figure because I'm old enough to be his father. I mean, Christ, I got a daughter his age.
You kind of have that the mentor.
Yeah, I want to
sound
mention
to
him. I really do.
Do it, man.
And,
Do it.
and I'm trying my best. And, I love the kid. I absolutely, I talk to him every day. He calls me. Sometimes he calls me at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but I don't answer him. I'm not awake by any stretch of means.
Yeah, don't call me at 5. I might roll over and check the phone, but that's about it.
I mean, my phone's on vibrate at night, so.
Yeah.
I'm the worst with my phone. Oh, I'm so bad. I feel like I just like it should be a habit I need to break out of. Like I'm so bad with my phone. I've gotten emergency calls I missed. Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah. Like AZ just said, Bucket should do rant videos about news and politics.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
he would be good. He would be good at that with the politics and stuff like that. He really would be.
Yeah.
He's a Trump supporter, which is that's his opinion. Everybody has an opinion. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry that he jumps on people. And
Well, it's not
Hey.
your fault. I mean, it's nothing to do with you. But I'm just wondering. I just want to know: is there something that I'm missing? I mean, is there information I don't know? I don't. He attacked me last night, and he attacked. I mean, I don't know if you were around, but he blew my phone up last night. I mean, everybody was pissed off so bad because he blew my phone for an hour, constantly call. And then this morning, call. And, and then when I answered, he attacked me and stuff. And I'm not going to start some big freaking fight against Bucket Boy again. I mean, God, that's fucking. What are you going to fight about? The kid to right now can be pissed off and be in a big fucking fight, and then next week he could be your best fucking buddy again.
Yep.
That's Bucket. And if he's your buddy, he will be your best buddy. He's a kind-hearted kid. he would give you the shirt off his back
I
when
think
he's
he
okay
needs
with it.
mood levelers.
Right. When he's okay with it, he's the best kid you could ask for. But when he's got a hair across his ass, I don't know. That's what I say. I mean, I've got to admit, and I don't know how many of you know this, but I take some medication, and it helps to keep me from, to my PSD and so forth, which I never have talked about before, and I take medicine for that, and so I don't know as to I used to have range problems. I
Yeah, me
take
too.
I take Dilan, and I'm an epileptic. I've been an eleptic for 30
If I
years.
told you the matter how much medication I was on, you'd shit.
Oh, dude! If I told you what I was on, you'd not believe I'm copacetic. But Dilan tends to give you rage issues and so forth.
Yeah.
And so I take another medicine that handles that. So I was thinking, wow. I mean, maybe is there a medicine that he's used to take that he doesn't take, or something that
I don't know. I've never asked him.
he's,
I've never asked him that. I know he smokes weed, but I've never got that in depth with him if he's on any medication or if he isn't.
I just don't want to have anybody. I don't want to have people hearing him doing what he's doing and hating him, not knowing this, some issue and so forth. I mean, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to have people upset at Bucket because they see right now he's been after me. He's been after KY. He's been after Upstate. He's been after Epic. So
Oh, Big O, he was after Big E yesterday.
I mean, so obviously most of us share subscribers, so we don't. I don't want to have our subscribers all say, "Hey, this fucking kid's lost it. It's not hating him," and not understanding something that we don't know.
Yeah.
So, and I know you're really close to him, so I mean, if you can feel him out on that, I mean,
I'll talk to him.
yeah,
I don't care about talking to him about stuff like that. I really don't. I just never ask because it's, you know what I mean. That's kind of getting a little too personal.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
it's affecting his relationship with people that care about him.
well,
We all like him when he's not here,
well,
and it has to do with his sleep pattern, not getting sleep, and it's just causing him to be so easy to trigger because he wants to come in and take charge. And the minute someone says something over him, then boom, he triggers and we're a liar and this and that and the other.
I almost went through my panels today. If I had been on the road, hadn't been on the road, I probably would have done. I'm glad I was on the road. I almost went through my panels today and did clips to show, the different times that he's gone in rage over nothing that people have done, and I calmed him down about it and so forth. I almost did a video just to put out there, and I'm glad I didn't. But he calls YouTube his business. I hate to see him destroy what he considers to be his business. He is monetized. I assume he's the ability. I assume.
I don't know if he's monetized or not. I never asked him.
Maybe he doesn't
Who
have.
you talking about?
What's that?
Who you talking about?
We're talking about Bucket, and I mean, I don't know if he's monetized or I know he has the amount of subs. I just don't know if he has the watch hours. So I assume that's what he means by his business. I'd hate this, because he probably relies on that, what little he gets out of it. So I hate to see him destroy that, because of something stupid like that, So
Yeah.
I like the kid. He's good-hearted, and
I had a lot of fun with them,
yeah, I mean, he hates me. I mean, he's made it pretty clear now. He hates me. This, when you start wishing somebody's dead, wish you had a heart attack, you should never have been. You should have never been. And this is not the. He's said this to me several times now.
You know how, like,
Go to the bathroom.
hey,
Just a minute.
sorry, go ahead, KY.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, some people, like, when they text or like on social media, they say more than they mean, and like they try to be dramatic in their posts and everything like that. I feel like this is kind of still kind of that platform for him, and he's mixing in what's important versus drama, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, and Jessica, God, I shouldn't show you one. He was telling me this morning on the phone that, yeah, Jessica Stone even hates you. She was telling me she doesn't blame the way and so forth. And I'm like, what? Just no, I don't believe that shit. So I mean, he's and there's several people he was thrown under the bus this morning. This person, they were saying this about. They were agreeing with me this morning. They said that, and I'm like, dude, back off of this stuff. So yeah, I just, I don't know. I banned him. I'm unbanning him right now. I banned him, and which is what I do. If somebody's giving us a hard time, I'll put them on ban so they can't come in and make an ass out of themselves. And which that way they don't come on and be an ass. Gives them 24 hours, 48 hours to calm down. Then I'll let them come back and so forth. Which is what I'm going to do with him.
I think once he cools off and everything, once he cools off, and I talk to him, and let me talk to him, and let me, you know, let me get a feel for him tomorrow, and
Hey,
what I do every day, I get a feel for him first.
it'll be kind of fun. I always thought about bringing in a bunch of like high energy people to there's this place in Cumberland called the Providence Zen Center, and we can go there and we can all meditate. We can like film ourselves being kind of hippies or something, but it's a really cool place, and it will elevate us, and maybe we'll get our train of thought really focused into what matters, and that's filming cops.
That's what matters. Is auditing and filming cops.
Yes,
Not to be
public
against
officials.
Public officials. Yeah, exactly.
Making sure they're held accountable.
Because I want to be in a group when I go cop watching or auditing, depending on where I am. I don't want to do it just two people. There should be, at least 5 of us, to go out and be together. And if something does happen to somebody, somebody's there to.
Hey, if we had a team of people that would travel across the country, and and we'd all have our own channels, we could all just fund for the gas, whatever, and solve problems town by town. We stay there as long as it takes before we fix the issue. Then people are not tyrants, and we could literally like fix America one town at a time.
Bucket's good at what he does. He really is. He's good at what he does. He's a pretty smart kid.
Yeah.
He's very knowledgeable. That's one thing that I love about him. He's very fucking knowledgeable with certain things. He really is.
I gotta say hi.
Mind.
Juanita, ¿cómo está? Usted vive en Argentina, yo vive aquí en USA, in Maine. From Argentina. Different.
Yeah. Another thing too is whoever works in the deli, kudos. That's hard work. I wouldn't want to do it, and he's been doing it for I don't know how long.
Yeah, I could never work in a deli.
Dealing.
But you like deli meats, right?
Yeah, I love deli meats, but I know how people are assholes about the thickness of how thick you cut their fucking. Oh God! You cut my hand too thick. I don't like it that thick. And
Brian, I got a story for you. Oh my God!
You cut my fucking cheese. I can't even teach you this fucking stuff.
Brian, I'm gonna have to talk to you off live. It's pretty funny.
Okay, I gotta tell you a story. Okay?
Not right now.
I don't know how many you guys know, but I drove truck for 33 years, and 26 of those years was delivering mobile and modular homes. All right. Well, I always got sent on the worst places because I would get them in there one way or another. And sometimes these people would say, "Oh, can you please just try?" I know my driveway is only 14 feet wide and my house is 16 feet, but I know you can do it. And then when you try to use reasoning with them, they will get so upset at you. What do you think I am, a fucking idiot or something? And oh my God, I went through 26 years of that. And I think that's why now I have a hard time holding my cool. I should have only gone 25 instead of 26.
Yeah,
I think
I used to laugh when I would be waiting at the deli, like at Fort Knox and at the commissary there, and the one woman would come up and I want 8-inch slices, please, and the guy would say, "All right," and then how much would you like, ma'am? I like a 3/4 of a pound. Need cut it, and then the next lady says, "Well, I want 3/16 of an inch slice, but I only want a 1/4 pound." So he goes,
Yeah.
put, and he lay it on there. He says, "She says, oh my God, you got 2 slices too many." He said, the machine doesn't know how much it's slicing. He said,
Oh my
I
God.
have to go by guesstimation. He said, so there may be an extra slice or two. Oh no,
When
I won't pay for that. I refuse. Lady.
I used to go pick up my ex-wife, okay, at the and I would have to wait at the counter for her to finish up. And there would always be some fucking old lady there who was getting her meat or cheese or something, and my wife would weigh it up, and then that fucking woman, you just cheated me out of 2 slices of cheese. You could have put at least 1 or 2 slices of cheese in that, and it would have still weighed the same amount. Hey, what? 2 slices of cheese weighs nothing? I mean, come on, when you put it in there and it says exactly 1 pound and you've got 8 slices of ay, ay, ay.
Hey, Brian. I used to live in Maine. I knew I knew how it was down there, and there was this deli clerk. Oh my God, she was a total bitch, total bitch. In your town, man, in Lewiston, right in that area. Oh my
Yep.
God, she was terrible. She was so rude to everybody, and it's like I was hoping like you get 1 out of 3 like meat cutters, and you just hope you don't get the manager. Oh, she
Well,
was terrible.
we,
Rude
we,
to everybody.
I'm not going to say the name of this restaurant, and I'm not going to say the name of the waitress because if I did, I guarantee you the word would get out and get back to her, and she probably would get a gun and shoot me. So I'm not going to do it. This waitress was so mean and so nasty. We all had to have her. I mean, she was. It was funny how bad she could be to you. And all of us guys used to go in there every morning and eat breakfast just because we knew it. People would come from all over the place just to have this waitress. And she used to get more fucking tips than any other waitress in that place. I mean, she would rip you to shreds some mornings. But you know what? It's what you looked forward to. She was not fake. She wasn't sweet to, oh, it's so nice. No, she'd tell you, Jesus Christ, you look like shit this morning. You're not getting enough. And I mean, she was just a mean old bitch.
Like if you tip her enough, she gives you the leather whip.
Oh, she would tell you if you didn't give her enough, she literally would pick it up, look at it, and look at you and go, oh, wow. And you're a cheap little bastard this morning. Plus, the whole fucking town would laugh.
Just the coffee.
Yeah, if you just got coffee and if the coffee was 65 cents and you threw $1, I mean, come on, that's fucking fair, right? No, if you just threw $1, oh, big spender, huh? It's like, wait a minute, I just gave you 35 cents for a 65-cent fucking cup of coffee. But yeah, oh, I love that woman though. God,
Then she's like, "Have you heard of inflation?"
yeah. But she was not fake. And I think that's what a lot of people like about some of us auditors and some of us panelists and so forth. We're
We're not
not
hiding it. We're not behind a facade for our
we're
intimate work. You know?
absolutely we're not gonna fucking sweet talk you. We're not gonna tell you that we love you when we don't love you. We're gonna tell you the way it is. If you don't like it, go to another channel that will sweet talk you. We just ain't gonna do it.
Go back to your new normal.
Yeah. Hey, dirty Mike Arthur. How you doing, dirty Mike? But yeah, and I think that's what the attraction to somebody like Bucket is. Bucket is not gonna fucking sugarcoat it with it, and that's what I like. I don't like somebody who fucking sugarcoats it with me, and that's probably why I like Bucket. And I hate having Bucket as a fucking enemy because the kid does have a heart of gold.
Hey,
Brian, can I ask? Did you get your camera yet? I don't remember.
If I say no, will you send me another one?
No.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, I got to check with Diamond. I think she's the only one that hasn't.
Dude, that is a fucking nice setup. That extras that block thing there, whatever the hell you call it, that came with that. Man, how much was that?
$39.
That thing that's worth every penny of that.
And then the camera, it's got EIS stabilization, so it takes any shake and wobble out.
Yep.
Wi-Fi. It's got 2 batteries.
I haven't played with it yet because I have a tendency to break things when I don't know how they really work, and I misplace the directions, and I found them today, so I've got to read the directions on it because I will break it if I don't read the directions because I
The
don't.
only thing that I noticed about the features on it, it didn't have anything mentioning about a frame if you take the waterproof case off as a mounting frame for the camera itself. That's the only thing.
One of my other cameras has one, and I think I saw that in that packet, in that black pouch that came with it. I think I saw the same thing. So I believe, yes, there is a way to mount that
Oh, okay.
if you just want to use it. The problem with that, and anybody out there that's got one that's listening, the problem with using that with the waterproof is you're going to get a muffled sound and you're not be able to get the voice. So don't use it with
Case
with
on.
the case on it if you're not going underwater because you will hate the content that you get with it. And if it's really good content that you really wish you didn't miss, you will. So try it out, take it out, and see how it works because I use mine because I've got one similar to that. It's not as good as that one, and I hated it after I found out.
One of
Now,
my biggest
I missed
problems
it
with the
when I
waterproof
ordered those.
cases.
I missed it. The other model was $6 more, and I missed it. But the reason it was $6 more, is the waterproof case had a removable door where the audio is, and you can remove the door.
All right.
I don't understand. So it's not waterproof.
Yeah,
Well,
the
it would still be
case.
shockproof, and other damage proof, but it would still be able, you wouldn't be able to go underwater, but you'd still have the other protection in that case.
The case is waterproof. The camera is not. You
Right.
have to have it inside the cases for it to be waterproof. But when you do that, it muffles the sound if you're not underwater.
Yeah.
And that's the other cameras. It was a different brand, all the same features. But the one thing I missed was that there's about a 5/8 or 3/4 inch wide door on the higher priced one. The door is removable. It's right next to the microphone, so that when you're above water, you remove that door, and then you have clear audio, and you can still leave that case on. I missed that. So
Okay.
those the only two difference between those two cameras that I can see, other than the brand
That's
name.
pretty cool. I've never seen that before.
But anyone who gets those are great rigs.
What I've looked at it so far, it seems to be a really nice rig. And anybody that got one for what they got it for stole it. I mean, with this whole rig, I mean, with Myron doing what he did, and you should probably explain what Myron did so they understand what's going on with that. You know, people are just listening. Is you know, that's a deal you're not going to find anywhere else.
Myron bought one of the cases for the accessory kits, and he told me he's depleting his funds to do so every month. I told him not to do it anymore. I said I will buy all the rest. I bought all the rest because he was spending his last dollar. He was going to buy one a month, or PayPal me one a month. I said I don't expect you to spend your last dime buying these every month. I said don't do that. Don't do this. I'm not hurting. I just got a $1,200 a month raise. I will buy all the rest of these cases and these accessory kits. So they were $39 a piece. That alone was worth the $30 that people sent me. $35 for the camera, $16 for the 64 gigabyte card, and then the price of the camera. So, you know, basically everything was half price. Then it cost me $15 to $20 a piece to mail them.
And by the way, we did hear from Myron. Upstate did call Myron. Myron is okay. Upstate will be talking to Myron sometime tomorrow. Chloe, quiet.
Yeah. That's good news. Now the only good other thing is I'm not sure who the person is that Bud was talking about, but I have a feeling it's one of the 6 guys that were involved with our charity. Or it's his roommate. So he was really broken up about that. So we have to pray for that person too, so that they make the right choices.
So what was that? I missed something on that.
Same thing. He threatened to kill himself tonight.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, guys, with this COVID and people being locked in, and you know, travel being restricted and so
It's just
forth.
so stressful.
Exactly. There's so much stress that's being put on people that that you know, they're dealing with enough other stuff. You know, like Myron and this other guy that you're talking about. You know, some of our friends that are dealing with PTSD and so forth. You know, there's enough stress that they're dealing with that. You know, that's why I give a lot of slack to some of the people that I give slack to, is I understand what's going on, and I just hope that other people are doing the same. That other people are understanding we're in a time right now that we have no precedence to this. You know, we don't know how this is going to affect people. We don't know how these type of shutdowns and shut-ins and so forth, how this is going to affect the psyche of people. So, you know, yeah, in the past I've had issues with people for little reason, and now I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of other stuff that's pushing on people's psyche that normally doesn't. So, you know, it's like that's why we bucket instead of just getting pissed at bucket and you know, and that's it. He's out of here. You know, I'm going to 420 and saying, hey, see what you can find out and so forth. You know, don't push people out the door and say that's
No,
it.
it's just things on the world that are wearing on people, and their nerves are getting shattered and frayed, and they're becoming edgy, and that's to be expected. I forget what brand was it, Dragon something or other brand on those cameras. Dragon something.
Mine's right here somewhere. Where is it?
Yeah, Dragon One Touch, something like that.
My daughter's grabbed the box, otherwise it's.
Oh, sure she did. She probably ran off with the camera too.
Oh, shit. Actually, I think she has because it's not here. I had it right here. I was looking it over. I think she actually has. I hope she didn't clean that fucking thing. Oh my god! I think she's cleaned it. No, I'm serious. She,
Jackie, just Google 4K sport camera, and it's Dragon One Touch or Dragon Touch or something like that. And here I can show you what it looks like, but I don't believe you can read the label though. Let's see here.
oh, and Jessica Stone, I do not believe nor do I worry about what I said earlier. I just was mentioning that because it was mentioned. So don't worry yourself about that.
Okay, Jackie, this is what the camera looks like, except where it says HD, it says 4K, and then the word Dragon.
Do we want to let upstate audits up here? He's been
No, don't let him up. Not at all. Don't let him up.
No,
he's been on for
he's
4
He's a
hours.
He's a
He's been
bum.
on for 4 fucking hours. Let's give him. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give him a certain amount of time he can be up here. After that, he has to go to bed.
It's
All
not
right.
your choice, but okay.
All right.
Hey, be lucky I don't fall asleep on your panel again.
What if he comes up? You mean?
No, I'm just saying. Don't. I might fall asleep on your panel again.
See, I like it when people say that because it really shows me just how fucking boring that I must be. Hey, KY, why
No,
is
it's
it
not that. It's not that. It's just something to listen to when you just if you're relaxing and stuff.
Dude, this is what I listen to when I go to bed at night. I turn on somebody's panel and I'll go to bed. Usually it's Andrew because fucking Andrew puts me to sleep anyway. So I didn't say that.
Oh shit.
What's up?
Oh fuck. Oh
I know, Heidi, as far as I know, nobody has heard from Russian Chick since, what, 6 weeks now? About 6 weeks?
Lulu's been trying to get a hold of her every now and then.
Everybody I talked to that knows her number, nobody's gotten a response.
I left her messages. I tried everything I know to get over. Yes, Omaha is he's still in jail. Omaha's still in jail, right? Nobody's bailed him out yet.
Patrick is going to call me as soon as they finalize the bail. He took money out of his account on top of the $755 we collected, so that we're good up to $1155 on his bail. He said if it's $1,200, I said if it's $1,200, you need 45 more. Call me. So
yeah.
We did a lot of great things today. We did a lot of great things.
I went on Amazon and I spent $400 on personal toiletries, soap, shampoo, hand sanitizer, toothbrush, toothpaste, hair shampoo,
Authority check.
and deodorant, things like that, so that next time they hand out pizzas, and baggies. I bought 100 baggies, half-gallon baggies. Put one of each in a baggie, hand them a pizza, hand them a baggie, and then they've got those right away.
LT man, what's up? Authority check, what's up?
What's up, Brian? What's up, KY? Hey, I appreciate you doing all that for Floyd. I just wanted to pop in here for a minute and just kind of give you all a heads up. So I've been in talks with Patrick all day about the Floyd thing, and I've been calling, trying to get the information um, that once we have the final um,
Bail.
charge and what
Yeah.
the actual charges are, then they'll be able to post the bond. But as of right now, I mean, they're yanking our chain.
Perfectly.
They're
Perfectly.
just yeah, they're telling us it's going to be 6 to 8 hours to get him processed through there, but
Oh,
it's
that's
already been we're
BS.
already past the 8 hour mark on it now.
Yeah.
So I'm calling every 30 minutes trying to get that information. That way, as soon as I get the information, then I can give Patrick a call and say, "Hey, man, go get it now."
I've
Yeah.
called him. I've called him once already.
Now I called Patrick before, right after he walked, and he said there's something going on here. Remember, he started walking away from the windows there, and I called him right then, and I said, "You need to walk back over to the window to that older officer in uniform and say, I'd like to speak to your supervisor."
Well,
And
might be a new, do not call situation.
I said, you need to ask for her supervisor and get that brunette's name, the one that shut the mic off and stood there smiling at him with that smug look. I said, you need to go over there and talk to her. Say, you work for us. We pay your salary. You should be more respectful of the public. And I said, you need to get the supervisor to get her name so you can file a complaint on her. And you should do that on camera. But don't holler, don't scream, just
So where was he arrested?
I'm sorry.
For those who don't know, where was he arrested?
Conroe, Texas, which is north of Houston.
The hell is he doing in Texas? From Omaha.
Well, I don't think I was supposed to say this, but he was actually coming down to see me. So he was coming down to Corpus Christi, and then he was supposed to go over and see Patrick after that. And it was a situation where with the bad weather, we lost power. I didn't get my power back here at this house, at my house, until just a couple hours ago.
Yeah, News Now
And
Houston came on panel last night and said, they got no power either.
yeah,
Now,
Yeah, so-
is News Now Houston the same as News Now Community?
No,
it hit the community is his son.
right.
So
Okay.
so he was supposed to he was supposed to come down and see me first, and then he was going to make his way over to Houston so he could record with Patrick and News Now Houston and those guys. And it just, like I said, it was just one of those things where with the weather and everything else, it was just best he went straight to Houston. And and then of course he recorded with Patrick last night for for a couple hours, and today I don't know what the issue was, but he went to go record by himself, and that's where he got hemmed up.
Now is that live on his channel or?
No, he streamed it. But he streamed it only to a couple of us. So I
he
had the
did it.
stream. I
Okay,
had the
yeah.
stream. Patrick had the
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah, I
So
know how he does
so
that. Don't
yeah.
don't
So
don't say anymore because I know how he does that. He doesn't want that out. So
yeah. So yeah, Patrick was the only one that really had the stream and was going to be able to use it. I wasn't going to put it in one of my videos. I don't have a big enough channel to broadcast it, of course, to enough people. So Patrick was the perfect person to get it out to everybody that he got arrested, and to show parts of the video where obviously he wasn't doing anything wrong. He's got a different way of approaching stuff, and maybe some people don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, is it lawful what he was doing? Yes, what he was doing was lawful. Did they have grounds to stop him and ask him questions? Yeah, they had grounds to do that. But at the same time, they had grounds to arrest him.
why did they have grounds to stop him and ask him?
Just the way that he was going about, looking suspicious. He was kind of ducked down in between cars, and so that's what prompted the phone call.
Sure. But like, Did he
Well,
actually do anything?
I
They're
would
going to
say-
drop the charges.
I
They
would
will.
think they would.
The phone call said he was suspected
Well,
of
you-
breaking in or, checking out the cars.
well, hold on. You got to be careful now because,
Allegedly.
this, allegedly that's what they're thinking. Now, is nothing wrong with being a suspicious person.
Nope.
It's
Correct.
not a felony, it's not a misdemeanor, and it's not a reason to be stopped to be suspicious. All right. When you're suspicious, what they should be doing is following you and seeing if you're going to do anything. Stopping you is not. They have no right to stop you just because you seem suspicious to them until they believe you're about to actually commit. And if they've reached the point of raz,
In the act of, yeah.
they have reason to believe that you are about to or in the midst of or have committed something. Saying that they had the right to stop him just lays the groundwork for the next step.
Yeah.
I disagree that they had the right to stop him. They don't have the right to stop you just because you seem suspicious.
Well, not only that, but the cop that was in front of him kind of ducked behind a tree, and as he did, he pulled his firearm out and put it along side of his leg. So
Yep.
he was afraid, and Omaha clearly just had his camera in his hand, but the cop was all scared, like, oh my God, his camera's loaded. I better pull out my gun. He wasn't, at that point, he was not doing anything to arouse any fright or fear in the four officers that were surrounding him, that the officer should have pulled his gun out.
Especially if all he was carrying was a case. If he did not have any gun that was visible, if the only thing that he had was a case was visible, that was no reason to fear gun.
Exactly. But the case was sealed and on his shoulder. At no time did he reach for it.
Oh yeah, him and I have gone over this several times. When I'm the guilty one.
Remember when he did the bank, he did the same thing. He had the case over his shoulder.
Yeah.
You guys ever hear about the guy that didn't rob the bank? He walked in, handed a piece of paper that said, "Please give me all of your money," with a smiley face. And the clerk gave him all the money. And he didn't threaten them. He wasn't armed. He just said, "Please give me all of your money."
Hey, UPSTATE, are you sharing something?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure because I didn't want it to be a porn bomb.
No, this is
The video, yeah.
the video that we're all talking about.
Good.
And there's two parts of this video, guys. So there's the part that Floyd recorded where he gets arrested, and then there's the part where Patrick has it on his body cam, where he's interacting with one of the officers that he knows. And when the sergeant comes up, which is supposed to be somebody that knows better, knows to de-escalate situations, that knows protocols, and that same individual is the one who wants to act like an ass, and I think that's pretty shitty.
I have both of them up.
All right, let's watch both. Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Now, hold on. Before we start, hold on. Now, is this the entire video?
No,
Okay, because I don't want to take any views
I've
away
seen the
from
entire
Patrick.
video. I've seen the entire video. The entire video is an hour and 10 minutes long. But then again,
Okay.
once again, I'm one of the very few individuals that have seen the full video. So
Okay, because right now at this point we don't have permission from Patrick to run this, so I'm only running this, and the reason that we're running this is fair use for purposes of
Learning.
discussion and so forth. So I just want to get that clear. All right, go ahead.
Well, we have a problem, guys. Before I get started, let me just give you a little background on me. I live in the city of Conroe, and I have frequent encounters with Conroe PD. And the guys that I know at the station, they're pretty cordial, professional guys. And that's one of the reasons why you don't see me auditing a lot in Conroe, because I, thought that they were, it was an upstanding department. They respected people's rights. They followed their code of conduct, their policies. They, didn't curse people. They treated people, the way that, they're supposed to be treated. And I had no reason to believe that they would treat anybody differently. But unfortunately, Floyd, who's now Omaha, came to town, and he did not call me prior. Because I'm telling you, if I was there, that would never have happened. Now, as soon as I found out, I immediately got dressed, got in the car, and went down.
Okay. Something he just said there, all right? If I was there, nothing would have happened, all right?
It shouldn't make any difference.
Well, no, I don't want that. I want to know, if I'm Floyd, I want to know what's the true, what's their reaction to just any Joe off the street that's doing whatever I'm doing.
Friend or your neighbor,
Right.
that friend or neighbor. Anybody can be treated the same. You're right.
Because they know Patrick and they know what Patrick does, they're going to probably give somebody a pass. They're just going to say, oh, well, he's just recording, or he's trying to say. But what Floyd was doing, I agree 100%. Floyd was getting the true, accurate version of what would go down if somebody was doing what Floyd was doing. So I don't disagree with him. I'm just saying I think Floyd was doing the right thing. Go ahead.
To the station, and you can only get so far when you're on the ground, and I'm the only one backing this guy at the moment to get this guy out, because there's nobody else up here but me. And so I get to the station. I talk to a low totem pole officer, real polite, real nice guy, right? Real nice guy. And he's just following orders. He can't tell me anything because he doesn't know anything and he wasn't there. Anyway, he's a nice guy, but unfortunately, the tyrant came out, Sergeant Johnson, I believe, Sergeant Johnson, and I don't know what his problem was, but he was just a fucking asshole. I mean, like his tone, his demeanor, he just was like, well, I'm not going to tell you anything, and when you do stupid things, you go to jail. And we don't need cops like that. We don't need people like that. I wasn't there to argue. I wasn't there to fight. I was there to simply gather information to help get my friend out of jail. Now, I could tell you from the live stream video, he wasn't breaking the law. He was on public property the whole time.
Now, watch the cop coming towards him. Reaches for his gun. Backs up.
What are you doing?
Now watch him duck behind the tree. Now watch his arm go for the gun when he goes behind that tree.
What are you doing?
What I was trying to explain
Hey, what are you doing, man?
is he looked back for a couple of times. Did you see that when I stopped it before?
Yep.
Like,
Okay, what kind of fucking moron turns his fucking head when he is scared for his life?
Exactly. Unless he's so scared that he's looking, oh my God, where's my help? Where's my help?
Where's
Oh,
my backup?
Jesus.
Where's my backup? Yeah.
Fucking retards, man.
Now
I'm telling you.
watch his right hand as he's behind
Right
that
after
tree.
this.
Right
After this is, yeah, watch his right hand. See that?
See the gun come up right there.
You can see the gun come out.
Now it's behind his back.
But you notice he's not in any.
Peekaboo.
But notice he's not in any firing stance. He's not in
You better
any.
slow down, boy. Whoa, it almost fell. You better slow down. Slow down. What are you doing? What is wrong with this dude?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't answer him. He doesn't answer him because he doesn't have to. He's not doing anything wrong.
Reach back there. Don't reach.
Now I'm going to show you something here in just a second. Watch this shit.
Why you got a gun?
Oh, man, I stopped it right behind him. There's a canine dog right behind this guy.
Jumping
that
out
just
of the
got
car.
out of the car right here.
Mm-hmm.
Stay right there. Calm down. My hands are up. My hands are up. Take exercise my constitutional rights.
Now listen to the canine cop.
Please don't stick that dog on me. Hey. That's all. Hands. I got hands. I got hands. I promise you. I got hands. Turn around. Turn around. Don't fucking move. I promise I'm not gonna move. Don't fucking move. I'm not. I promise you I'm not going. I promise you I'm not gonna move, sir. My hands are up. Please control your dog. Ma'am. Hey. Am I being detained for? My hands are up. I'm taking pictures, exercising my constitutional rights.
Oh,
That's all
pause
I'm
a
doing.
second.
Digging through cars. I'm not digging through cars. I have it on video. Never dig through cars. Please don't stick your dog on me, please. I'm
Pause a
exercising.
second.
That's a good thing Monica Peterson just said. He never announced he was a cop.
Okay. Notice also another thing. Floyd asked him, "Am I being detained?"
And they never responded.
They never responded to that.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I'm exercising my rights. Can you please? You got him? I got hands up. Please don't hurt me. Right now. Listen to this. I'm listening to anything else. This dog is gonna come after you.
Now, is that a police station he's on?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Document everything that's going on.
Yeah, we're good. We're secure.
Yeah, no legal reason to detain you. What crime are you detained for, man? I'm asking for what crime are you detained for? What are you detained for a crime?
Do you have any weapons on you?
I don't consent to search you. I'm exercising my rights. That's all I'm doing. You handcuff me without a reason. You're not. Don't go to my pockets. Don't go to my pockets.
I'm not going through your pockets. I'm making sure you don't have any weapons on you. Do you understand that?
I don't consent. I'll scratch my back. My back is just. My back is just. Please don't touch my phone. Please don't touch my stuff. You don't have a right to do that. Stop. Why are you doing this, sir? What are you doing, bro? Don't handcuff me. Stop moving. You have the right to detain me.
What are you wearing?
Correct, bro. I got my body cam on.
You got a body cam on?
Which is fine, bro. You're allowed to have. Please don't touch my body. Don't touch myself. Don't touch me.
We need to make sure you don't have any weapons.
Well, I'm handcuffed. So I have the right to resist unlawful arrest. This is an unlawful detainment.
You do not have the right to resist
No, I
an
do.
arrest that you believe is unlawful.
It is unlawful.
You don't have.
I'm not being detained for a crime.
Are you kidding me? Did she say that's not a law?
She's saying, no, you don't have the rights. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Is she not a...
Can you play it again? Recording. I missed that. Can you play it again?
Is the volume all the way up?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, don't touch me.
We need to make sure you don't have any weapons.
Well, I'm handcuffed. So I have the right to resist unlawful arrest. This is an unlawful detainment.
You do not have the right to
No, I
an
do.
arrest that you believe is unlawful.
It is unlawful.
You don't have.
I'm not
You don't
being,
have
I'm not being
the
detained for a crime.
You're being detained for suspicion of a crime. Yes.
Well, what crime is that?
What were you doing?
Exercising my right. I ain't going to do anything. What are you talking about? I got it all on film, bro.
So do we.
You do, and I'd like to see the video.
What's your name?
Not answering questions now. Get supervisor out here, please.
We don't need a supervisor out here.
Is that
There's
supervisor
one
right
right
there?
there, and yes, you do need to identify yourself.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm done nothing illegal. Can you please tell him to uncuff me? I'll let him talk. One time.
He's over here by the back of these cars. So I come back around, he gets back around.
Well, can you pause it for a second? I'd like to debate something with you all. All right. He just said, and they said, that they have the right to get his information right now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you all think? Do they have the right to get his information right now?
Not yet.
Anybody else have anything else? Anything?
Well,
that-
hang
He
on a
has
second.
not committed a crime.
He has not committed a crime.
He is
Well,
not
the
committed
question
crime.
is very specific. Do they have the right to his information? Yes, they do have a right to his information. Do they have the right to ask him or force him for information? No.
No.
Exactly. Now, there are those who will disagree also, who will say, once he's been placed under arrest, they have the right to his name and date of birth. All right?
Yes.
Whether the arrest is legal or illegal, they have that for processing right. All right? Do they have the right to anything more than that?
No.
No. But there are those who will argue that because he's placed under arrest, whether it's legal or not, that's to be hashed out in court. But the question is whether or not I don't think they have the right to get it. If it was me, I would have probably said no. Fucking book me under fucking John Doe if you want. Keep me in there as long as you'd like, because it's just going to make my losses bigger. It's probably what I'd have done, but fuck them. Go ahead and decide back up.
And I was like, hey, bro, come here, come talk to me. Hey, bro, come here, talk to me. I said, "Please."
Now that you've watched the video, if you're interested in donating any money, I'm the boots on the ground right now. I'm trying to get him out of jail. His bond's been set at $650. So if anyone out there is interested in helping me help him get out of jail, I'm certainly not a rich man, but the PayPal donation link is in the description below. Please, please, guys, if we could try to raise anything to get this guy out of jail, anything's going to help. So if you could do anything, links in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. And now I'm going to play my body cam footage of when I went there.
Now, he said $650. Is that definite? Or is that, yeah, we don't know.
$650 was what the police officer told him he thought the bond would be for that offense. But
Okay, the reason I want to point that out is I don't want people to think, oh, it's only $650. Then they hear you've already got some raised and people don't donate. I want to make sure people realize it is more than $650,
right.
And we still need people to donate. So
Patrick called the bondsman that he works with, and the bondsman said, no, that's not right. It could be anywhere between $800 and $1,200. Tell those people they need to keep contributing.
right, that's what I wanted to make sure was everybody understood was that wasn't that he made an incorrect statement on purpose, but that is incorrect. That yes, we still need to raise money. So please, if you have a little extra, if you could throw $5 or $10, $50, whatever you could throw, please throw it.
And then he assured me that anything that was not needed for the bond, he would go through the PayPal list and return any money that wasn't needed.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and start. Can we zoom through ahead beyond this? Get to where where the
Contact is.
yeah.
And warmth.
That's
warmth.
okay.
And warmth.
Ah,
And warmth.
do what?
No, you can go back a little bit further than that, but as that guy's driving in, so we can hear what's said prior to that.
Right about there.
Yeah, that cop right there is pretty decent. He's not confrontational or anything.
This
No,
is the
no, he was
supervisor.
talking with him and being straightforward with him. No, man, I wasn't around for this, and
Yeah.
but, yeah.
Go ahead and fire up.
Oh, you don't have to get out, man. You can stay in the warmth.
Now again, this is Patrick's video.
Yeah.
His
So hey,
brother.
I wasn't here. What happened?
Here either. I'm not exactly sure on the details.
Okay.
I was out and about when all this went down. But
Yeah.
I got a supervisor on the way.
Okay. Yeah, he's he's with me, but he's not with me. I don't know where he parked his car. Floyd Wallace, the guy the guy that was arrested. So I guess he's parked off site, or because I don't see his car in the parking lot. Yeah, I just want some clarification as far as what was going on, what happened, because you guys, you guys know me. You guys had a lot of contact with me, so
I don't know what happened. I wasn't on that call. So
okay.
I just heard that he was arrested.
Yeah, I just saw a few things that could have been done differently. So.
Oh, were you here when that happened?
No,
Okay.
it was on a live stream. It was a live stream.
Gotcha.
And if it was me, I mean, it would never have been like that as far as, going to jail for interference. So
Yeah, we got a supervisor.
yeah, that's cool, man.
I guess I'm trying to figure out how
Yeah,
they
I'm trying to.
interference.
How did he interfere? That's what did he interfere with?
All right, so if y'all want to pause it real quick before this.
Pause it.
So part of the feed and that y'all haven't seen, there's a part of the scene where Floyd's phone gets stuck in a brown bag, and that's his belongings, and they're taking that to the jail. In the middle of all that, they're telling the officers, like, yeah, the reason why we're taking this guy to jail is it's breaking and entering. He was breaking into people's cars, which was the furthest from the truth. So you're telling me that you're telling other people that, yeah, the reason why he's going to jail is he's breaking into cars, but you've got no proof of that, because I know that they're not going to have any of that proof because he was live the entire time. We were watching him the entire time.
They did no investigation either.
They did no investigation. In fact, there is a video that was done by Audit the Audit, where he was reviewing the footage from incident with Bay Area Transparency. And that, to me, this situation is very much like that situation right there.
Yeah.
They arrested Bay Area Transparency with the assumption that he was breaking into cars or he was vandalizing the cars when they had no proof. After you question the guy, how about go over there and look at the vehicle and see if it's broken into? How about go underneath the vehicle and see if it's been tampered with? If you would have done that, you would have known that he had done nothing wrong, and you would have had no choice but to let him go. But no, they were so amped up and ready to go and getting this guy thrown in jail. They didn't do their research. Anyways, y'all go. Y'all can play.
Floyd.
No, I need to talk to a
Oh shit! Sorry.
supervisor about it.
He's saying they're not going to talk about the arrest.
Why?
I was told.
Is there a lieutenant available? Can you call your
I'm not
lieutenant?
Sure.
Can you see if there's somebody here? Yeah, I don't need to talk to I need to talk to somebody to get some clarification, because
He said they won't be conducting any interviews about the arrest.
well, I'm not asking for an interview. I'm just asking to see if we can get him released, because he didn't do anything. And I don't know if it's because or I wasn't here. I just saw the live stream video, but it never would have happened if it was me, because he did. I mean, he wasn't interfering. How could you be interfering if it's just you, and they come out wanting to know what you're doing? I mean, that's ridiculous.
I don't know what exactly happened?
Yeah, they had the canine out on him. They had a handgun. They had handguns drawn. I don't know exactly what he was doing, but as far as I could tell, he was over by the vehicles over there on the sidewalk, and they come out, and they're not going to get a conviction on that. I mean, it wasn't a traffic stop. He wasn't interfering with anything.
So I mean, that's what I was told. That
All they got was a lawsuit.
Well, I gotta take care of a citation anyway, so
should be able to contact the court.
they're not open. I got it on my phone too, so if they'll just look at it and get it, taken care of.
You can probably find that cop downtown, the clubs on the weekend.
Yeah, you think?
More than likely.
No, well,
Yeah.
I had some questions about the arrest, and I told him so I said I'm going to be answering questions.
Hey, ask her if they'll release him. He didn't do anything, dude. I watched the video.
Okay, gotcha. Appreciate it. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
You think you can get him out of the jail?
Now it's up to the.
Okay, who's the arresting officer? Do you know that? Who is that?
Can't tell you.
Robinson.
Oh, it's a female?
No.
Okay, it's a male. Robinson?
No.
Sergeant? Corporal? Or just
It's regular patrol.
okay, Robinson. I don't know if I know Robinson or not. So, okay. Yeah, and his live stream video was going the whole time in the car when he was in the bag, so.
Where is he?
Well, no, in Robinson's car.
Oh,
Robinson took his phone, he put it in the lunch sack bag, and it was going off. It had stayed live.
You mean ringing and stuff?
Well, no. It was live streaming while he was in the bag.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just tell you, you'll see what was being said, and you'll see how the officers were cussing at him and telling him all kinds of crazy shit, man. It was wild, unbelievable. They were telling.
There's something I don't want to do. Okay, kid, drop it down. Hold on. Somebody give a lot of background noise. Could you figure out who that is? Is that me?
I don't have no background noise.
Okay. I'm a little uncomfortable talking about the phone. I'm a little uncomfortable talking about what was heard on the live.
He shouldn't talk about that to the cops. Yeah.
The reason is because the less they know, the better off. They can find all of this out when they go to court or through discovery. I don't think that we should be offering up information that they shouldn't have right now. If they have certain information, then they will set their narrative around the information. And so I'd rather not have them have that information in changing their narrative before he's charged, before he sees a judge for the first time or what have you.
Yep.
So I want to stop it there and leave it there. I probably should have done that earlier, but I hadn't thought of it, so I'm going to do it now. So
yeah, we don't want to go any further on that point.
Yeah, and this is something I want to talk to you guys about. This is happening more and more. And the reason it's happening more and more is who do you know? And I know you're going to say, Eric Brandt got 60. But I don't give a shit, all right? Who do you know of artists who's been arrested and the charges has fell through or what have you, who has sued and gotten any amount of money out of it? You know anybody?
HBO Matt.
Okay.
Michael McCard.
See, that's the issue right there. Y'all have to think about hard. And how many times have people been arrested and they've been arrested and had their rights broken. We need to seriously look at some of these cases and start helping these brothers out. If we know there's a case that's down to right fucking wrong, I'm going to start trying to help build up, do a PayPal to help these guys find lawyers. Because the only way we're going to stop this is to follow through with this. And if we're not helping these guys get lawyers, helping these guys file paperwork, if we know somebody who's able to help them file paperwork, this is going to continue to happen over and over and over because there's no repercussions from it.
Okay, just a second. Let me stop you right there at this point.
Go ahead.
Maddie Madness told me there is a company in the United States called Law Shield. It's $25 a month, and they cover civil liability. It's $25 a month, and they cannot turn you down.
But that's civil liability. This isn't civil liability.
And also criminal, and they cannot turn you down. She said,
I would want to know, will they criminal damage? What you got here is you'd be suing for damages as a it's
Yes.
not criminal, civil damage. If
she
they would
said
cover that.
it is case law in 3 different districts. It has been set at $1,049 per minute for each unlawful arrest. It's case
Because
law, and that's
This is the third time that I know of that this man has been arrested, put in fucking jail, all right, behind bars, and then later on released. And now the last time he fucking pled guilty because he wanted to get out and whatever. We're not going to fucking get into that. It's a whole other story. But we need to be able to start looking at some of these cases and saying, you know what, this is worth investing in and trying to help these guys. And then I don't care if we get something in writing from these guys where if they win their case, that they put whatever amount of money back into the pool for the next guy, to be able to work it. Because what the fuck good are we? Seriously, guys, what good are we if all we're doing is getting arrested, going to jail, fighting the case, and moving on to the next one?
Maddie Madness has pledged 5% to me to start a fund pool. Hoosier this past week just filed his federal, and he should have an answer within 60 days. This will be the next one who was unlawfully arrested. So
but I think
that would be a place to start.
But I think that each of the panels, each of the auditors that want to start doing this, I mean, it may be him today, but motherfucker, if you're going to do audits, it will be you tomorrow.
Yeah,
I guarantee you. You're
Okay,
not
so-
going to get a pass. It
What
will be you tomorrow.
What I'm trying to do is, I was busy today and yesterday. I want to go online, become an ordained minister, because she told me that's the easiest path to a 501c3. And we're going to call it the Ordained Auditors Fund. And it's going to be a bail fund.
Well, it shouldn't just be a bail fund, but
No, but
But the
basically,
bail
yeah.
is the bail is the initiative. You've
Right.
got to be able to get out of jail first.
Right.
The
that's
court stuff can be dealt with later on.
I
That's
agree.
the first.
I agree. You need to have a bail fund, and that bail will come back. You need to make sure that bail comes back each time these people go to court and whatever. So it goes back into the fund. I don't think it should go back to the people. It goes back to the fund. I don't want to go.
Ideally, for this fund should be like replenished to $1,000 because bonds usually like tops at 900 unless it's like something crazy.
Well, yeah, but see, the problem with that is that you'll get 3 or 4 people in a 2 month, 3 month period.
Or like in the case of No Name, 1,800 no
Oh,
matter
oh no, we can't cover no name.
2
Oh,
days.
fuck no.
I'm just
Oh,
saying.
fuck no. We can't afford it.
I'm just saying. In a matter of 2
Just
days,
fucking with no name.
in a matter of 2 days, that was 1,800 right there. Bing, bing.
Right. But you're not going to have that all the time. You're going to have probably
No,
three,
you won't.
maybe 2 or 3 guys a month that may get banged, and you get those guys out, and within 3 months, those guys probably are going to go to court and get bail, and figure out what they're going to do. And you're just flipping it back in and for the next guys, because if we don't do something, guys, I mean, we're really not making a difference. If we're just going to jail, coming back out, going to the next audit, we're not making a difference. All we're doing is and after a while you start setting precedents. It's like, now the other day he pled guilty to interfering when he wasn't interfering. So
That
now
was really bad.
what's that?
Him pleading out.
Yeah, and now when you go into that community and you audit a cop stop, be prepared. They're going to arrest you and they're going to charge you with interference because they have precedent set in that area now, and they have precedent to show to the judge. So, he wasn't found guilty; he pled guilty, but still, it's something that they can show to the judge that, look, this is what's happening. It's not good. So we need to help these guys so they don't have to plead guilty. Right now we're in a situation right now where, what are we going to do? Let him plead guilty to this, or are we going to help him so he doesn't have to plead guilty?
Well, hey, KY, any fund that you set up, send over whatever links or whatever to copblock.net, and I'm sure they'll showcase your fund there.
Okay, and I've been telling people copblock.net and library and BitChute are alternatives. Put your videos up everywhere.
Hey guys, I'm just going to run this by you. If somebody's got an echo, I don't know what it is.
You're the echo.
Try TrueTube too. TrueTube is actually a good one too. Besides BitChute, I just started an account on TrueTube, so it's basically it's a kind of a YouTube platform. I'm still trying to figure it all out.
I had a question. If there was a guy who was willing to put up X amount of dollars to start a fund, are we willing to name the fund after that person?
For instance, SM Fund.
I'm not.
I didn't say any names.
I'm not going to say the guy's name.
I'm not either. Just a guy.
If there was a guy, say, for instance, was willing to put up, I'm just going to put a figure out there, 10, 15, 20,000, all right, he would not, I'm not saying he's giving it away, I'm saying he's putting it up there as a fund. In other words, it's his money still. He's putting it up there as a fund, a revolving fund. Would we be willing to name that fund after him?
I would be willing to name that fund after him, yes.
Or his appointed individual?
If he wants it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll think something.
Is it the Brian Fund? I'm kidding.
We're sure. Not unless you're looking for fucking Bitcoin.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'm sure the jail will take that.
The UPSTATE Fund for Truth.
My Bitcoin I barely got over 12 right now, so wouldn't do it. So. All right. Let me do some checking, guys. But let's see what we can do for fundraising, and we've been talking about this for 6 months, 8 months now. We've got to do it, and if we can find someone or some people, it doesn't have to be just one person, a couple people. We can do this.
on that point, also talk to Maddie because she was going to talk to two people who might be willing to do some. So maybe if we can get three people where each could put a little bit in.
Well, the only problem with that is you're not going to want to do a 3 name on a fund. So if you have
No, the other two would probably want to remain anonymous. She said.
right, that's fine. That's okay. But what ends up
That's what she
happening,
said. They would probably more than likely would want to remain anonymous.
yeah. But again, we would have to set it up as a 501c3, and all bail would have to come back into it.
Yeah.
And each individual that we helped out for a civil fund, the lawyer would have to pay back into it if they won. And so we would have to have someone to be able to review, like Maddie, review what they thought as to whether or not, thought it was going to be a successful or not successful, for us funding an attorney. I'm talking about for a civil lawsuit.
And
you don't want to fund $5,000 because what it is it's in order to get a civil lawsuit attorney now. Usually it's $5,000 up front,
Yep.
$5,000 every 3 months or every 2 months. All right. So in a case like that, normally if you come up with $5,000, at least you have some idea what the case is going to come out. Then it's a matter of them working it out on their own and so forth. But at least getting them started would be nice. Because most of the time it's not going to go to court. It's just going to settle anyway. On these cases here where they fucked up, it's never going to go to court. It's going to get settled out.
The other question I had is, did you ever get back a hold of Liz?
Never get a hold of it. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
Okay.
I'm going to stop by her house sometime, but I've been trying to get a hold of her.
I know we had talked about that also.
Yeah, Omaha's trying to get a hold of her. But, I think we've talked about it, and I think,
Hey, no name.
Hey, no name.
Did I talk bad about him a little while?
No, we all talk bad about him, but he's here now, so it's okay. We talk bad about him.
Well, no, if you see me, you can't talk bad about him.
Link, I'll get it.
Well, I just don't want him to rewind and go back and look and see what I have said about him is all.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Donnie, buddy?
There's the link.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna step down. I gotta make another phone call to Conroe, figure out what's going on with the with Omaha. Sorry, I'm tired. I've been dealing with this shit all fucking day.
Well, don't worry bad because I'm always calling him fucking Obama, and it pisses him off when I do. Sometimes we do it on purpose, but.
Yeah. If I can, I'll try to jump back on here and give you all the rundown. Sexiness.
Yeah, let us know. Yeah, definitely let us know if you hear something, because we do have a lot of people on here that like him and so forth, and they'll be wanting to know what's going on.
All right, guys, I'll be back.
Peace. I didn't mean to show a picture of me. I'm sorry. Wrong button.
How many people ask you 420 if you're El Sancho?
Oh my God. El Sancho, Peter Griffin, Ted.
What about that? That they think you're fucking, because you have no idea how many texts a week I get that say to me, that 420, I think that's El Sancho. Are you sure that's not El Sancho?
Hey, Lois, go get Brian. We're going to play mini golf.
No, I am not El Sancho. I am 420 Cop Watch.
Do some Peter.
I can tell a little difference in the speech, but you do fucking sound so much like, because you're Boston fucking accent.
Oh yeah.
You sound so much like him.
Yeah, I get it. I get it just like you. Almost every time I'm on panel, to be honest with you. Every time I'm on panel, I always get, is that El Sancho? Is that El Sancho? Is that El Sancho? I'm like,
The
no.
first time I heard you, I almost attacked you. And because me and El Sancho have this hate relationship. I mean, pretty deep hate relationship. That I thought you were him trying to fucking pass himself off. And,
No.
uh,
It's me, 420.
yeah, then when I started listening to the voice more, I go, oh, maybe I'm not. So. And then you started hating me. And then I was like, wow, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why, and I do apologize for that, dude. I don't know why. People just got
What,
into my head real quick off.
what happened there? Because you and I had never had word.
No,
Seriously, let's discuss this. What the fuck, right? I never really talked to you much.
No, you never did.
I started noticing you were going to some of the other panels, and doing like what everybody else does. You were going looking for subscribers and so forth, and
Yeah.
looking for supporters and stuff, which is what all of us do. And I noticed that they were talking to you, and I started noticing that you really were believing what you were being told, which people do. And I kept saying to myself, "Oh man, this guy got suckered in it." And then all the next thing I know, you and we never had disagreement or anything, but I could see the tension every time I was on your panel or you had to be on my panel and stuff. And so I'm glad that we finally have got beyond that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And like I said, people were talking and were getting in my head off rip, and I didn't get to make my own judgment. You know what I mean? And I apologize for that. That was
That's fucking
not
fine.
intended by any means.
That's fine. Just if somebody says something to you about me, dude, anybody on here will tell you, go to Brian, and I'm probably one of the easiest people to talk to that you'll ever fucking talk to. If you approach me with respect, I will treat you with the utmost respect. Approach me as an asshole, and I'm a total asshole.
Yeah.
But yeah, and yeah, don't get yourself in a position again where you listen to people without giving me a chance to explain myself.
Yeah, exactly. And that was, and I should have known better. You know what I mean? I'm a friggin' father of 4 kids, for crying out loud. You think I would know? You think I would know better by now? This isn't high school. We're not in high school. This is a 1A community. This is activism at its finest.
Some of us haven't even graduated high school. I mean, I'm just kidding.
Go back to high school.
I ain't gonna tell you when I graduated high school.
Oh God, it was back in the fucking 1980, I think.
BTF, you probably weren't alive when I graduated high school.
Well, sadly enough, I can't even say it. My wife was only 2 years old when I graduated high school. Fucking sick. That's sick. No, actually, it's not. But that's sick. Why not?
BTF, you're in your 30s, right?
I was 6 when Brian was born.
32?
36.
36. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I thought you were younger. I thought you were in your 20s.
No, look, you haven't seen him on cam, how fucking old he looks now? He used to look young.
I could have swore he was in his 20s. I figured 25. My daughter's age, 25, 26.
With me?
Oh, fuck no. Since Kate got at him, oh, God.
About me?
That dating him and Kate dating, that was fucking tore hell out of him, I'm telling you.
I think I lost some years after that.
But I like everybody. I enjoy everybody's company. I like what people have to bring to the table, whether it's whether if I agree with it or not. It's always somebody's opinion, and I always appreciate people's opinions, no matter if it's way out in left field or not.
Yeah.
You
don't have to agree.
I'm the first one to understand about someone not agreeing or not having the same outlook that I have. And I can deal with that. As long as we both stay respectful, we can always agree to disagree or whatever. It's when these people come in between and these trolls come in and they try to steer the pot because that's what they do. They want to cause hate and discontent, and that's why people get upset at me now. But I delete trolls like it's fucking like it's a pastime. And for me, it is. If I see trolls starting, I just come out. I just fucking delete them. I don't need them. Um, I'm going to have a room now that is peaceful, a room that people can come in and enjoy and relax and we situations like this with Omaha, we can all come together and get something done. And if there's nothing going on, we can sit here and you guys smoke dope and we'll bullshit for hours. But whatever, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, after all, we've got some of the most beautiful women. Ginger Snap, you've got Jackie, you've got Jessica.
Hey,
We've got
Ginger.
some of the most beautiful women that are that are on the internet right now. So we're doing something right.
I'm
I
about
don't
to sleep. I don't know if that's the right thing, but I'm about to sleep.
You too, dude. I was just looking to wow, 1:30. Maybe it's time for us to shut down. Maybe we need to start saying our goodbyes. What do you all think there in the chat? I'm wondering what happened to Anna Chick. Anna Chick was in here. Anna Chick and I are on a what do you call it? I'm pissed off at her. I don't know what the fuck.
She's on a panel right now recruiting. She had one hot girl on her panel. And one
Oh,
hot girl just dropped herself off the panel. They were arguing.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
did Pepperoni Orders ever get back to you, KY?
No.
Hey, you can go fuck.
Let me check my phone before I.
All right, before I say, he can go fuck himself.
Brian, a good way to say that you have a conflict with someone is we have an end pass.
we have an end pass, all right? I'm fucking pissed off at her. I'm not much more fucking clear you could be than that. But she, I love the girl, and I wouldn't be pissed off if I didn't care about her, But you can only give people so much fucking advice, and they don't listen, and they get walked on and stomped on and shit so many times that you just finally say, "Fuck it, if you don't listen to me, why ask?" Fuck it. So yeah, it's one of those situations. No name. Have you put weight on? Have you put weight on?
Hey, Brian.
I don't know what the fuck I've done.
Oh no, you just look fat.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh wait a minute, maybe that. Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at me. Never mind.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
Check private chat out. Click that link.
I've been trying to, and it won't allow me to. Can we put that link in my chat?
Oh no.
Wait a minute, I'll put that link in my. Let me try.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Hold on, let's see what happens. PayPal.
Oh fuck.
Buy one.
Holy fucking shit.
Oh, and you're a subscriber.
Going to PayPal. PayPal credit.
Oh.
Agree and continue.
My eyeballs are fucking watering.
Processing. See, I'm going to show you that. So you don't think I'm bullshit. Hold on. Every fucking time I do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna smack you. You laugh like that again.
Um,
I'm gonna smack you if you laugh like that again.
Oh, I'm checking out the members only post. Wow, look at this.
shit, which one is it?
Oh shit.
Yeah. See, that's what I get every fucking time. Now, what am I doing wrong?
Who's got it? No.
See, it says there was a problem linking your PayPal. Please try to use a different payment method.
No,
So
no, Brian. Keep trying with PayPal. I ran into the same problem.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to do this. Private chat. Considering I'm not able to do it right now, I'm going to ask. Could one of my fans, could one of my subscribers, one of my followers, do me a favor, and please could you join this man as a
Can't understand what you're saying, Brian. Your microphone. It's like you've got a cloth over your microphone.
Okay, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Get her.
Okay. Hopefully, one of you guys will buy a membership. Considering I can't, that will make up.
Yeah.
I'm done buying memberships. God damn it.
I already bought one. Can't buy another one.
Yeah, I bought all y'all. No name, where's your membership subscription? So I can
What membership? My own channel? I haven't monetized.
do it.
I've been trying to get the cocksucker to monetize for freaking a year now, and the bastard won't monetize.
What? $40 a month?
Well,
You never know, dude. Take whatever you can, and it'll motivate you to work harder for it, and
yes,
you'll get more.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about ready to. After tonight, man, I'm just about ready to fucking throw in the towel.
What the fuck's wrong with you now?
Oh,
what's wrong now?
I don't want to say it on the air. I got limited free speech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
God. You gonna go all Swan villain on us?
No, I'm not gonna go Swan villain on you guys. I'm just gonna fucking go so fucking like off the fucking grid, fucking like crazy.
Did you guys hear Furry Potatoes live today?
No.
What happened?
Ain't no
I watched a little bit. I got distracted because I had to take care of something there.
Well,
My dad's a little elderly, and he's like starting to show signs of dementia. So I had to divert my attention towards that for a little while.
Let's not say whose house it is, but remember when you and I went to somebody's house? What was the name of the street that person's street turned off from? Do you remember? Well,
I think I know the name of the street. Why?
Furry says as they're ending, just drop me off here, and she said the name of that street.
Yeah, but that street she said where that street is also in another city. I'm not gonna say it. Fuck. I didn't think she was. I have an idea where I heard it. I have a funny feeling. I know where. I think you're thinking. You're thinking one thing, and I'm thinking a total another thing. And I'll tell you what. I'm gonna text it in private. I'll text you in a text message where I think what was going on. Actually, I think she was somewhere else.
But yeah, because
No
you
name,
heard.
we can't hear you. No name's trying to talk. We couldn't hear you. You were talking, weren't you?
Yeah. I don't know. I probably put my finger on the mic. My bad.
Because Furry called me today. She called me
Yeah,
today.
I don't think she was. I think she was somewhere closer to where I grew up. To be honest.
Yeah, well, she called me today and told me that she thought it was a joke that Masshole thought she was going to a location that she had picked where she could have all the friends and so on and so forth there. She thought that was funny as hell. And then I
All right,
got to,
all right. All I'm gonna, I can't. I don't want to say it on live because, man, that's not cool for me to say that. I'm gonna text you real fast. All right.
all right.
All
But
right.
anyway, so she, all I heard was when she, in the live, she says, drop me off on the street. And I'm like, wow, that's right at the end of that street. I'll be right back. I've gotta do some spy stuff with No Name right now.
Batman.
The other thing you need to consider
My first
anytime you're
This
arrested
is the last one.
is
But
that
they won't.
the police are going to clone your phone or plant the virus in it or both.
That's why I have a phone that I can throw away if it ever gets took.
And that's I tell them, don't take your best phone on an audit because if it gets confiscated, they got everything. Don't take your best phone.
Did you get that, Brian? That's a whole nother area. I don't want to say where I think it was at. You there?
If I could afford it, I'd get another phone, but I can't.
Was I close? I was close. So close that would you touch the screen, Brian? With your finger hot?
No Name.
What?
All those texts disappeared.
What text disappeared?
All the texts over the last 2 days just disappeared off my phone. Self-deleting text. Self-deleting text.
What do you mean with the person that I asked you to reach out to?
Every text back and forth.
How the hell does that happen?
There's an app you use. They go to a site and it disappears after 48 hours.
I told you that person was a fake. That wasn't the real fucking pepperoni audits. I told you that was a fake pepperoni audit.
That's why we were doing it the way we were doing it.
Right.
Except that every time I sent them a message, I took a screenshot.
Yep. Hey, so all right. So, anyways, the other night, I there was a pepperoni audits in the chat in Upstate, so I wanted to call pepperoni audits off on the panel, right? Pepperoni.
There was one in Patrick's chat tonight.
You know, that might have been the real one. So I have a couple of auditors I talk to in the area here, right? So they've been told. I was told by a few of them that if they work with me, that NC Tyrant Hunter won't have their back.
Right.
Yeah. So I think somebody's playing games. I think somebody's playing games the other night.
Yep.
And went into Upstate's audits and fucking pretended to be pepperoni audits. And I asked pepperoni audits to come up on the Upstate's panel, and they said, "Oh, I don't have a webcam." Well, how the fuck are you texting into the goddamn chat if you don't have a webcam? So, anyways, make the whole long story short, right? So they turn around and tell KY that they want me to meet them in Florence, South Carolina tomorrow, right? And then we're gonna go do an audit in Hardeeville, South Carolina, which makes it sound like you're not even from the fucking area, because Hardeeville, South Carolina, from Florence, because it's basically a laterally fucking on top of me, about an hour and a half drive. That would make that a 4-hour ride south, almost to the Georgia border. So if you stop and think about that, right, it's impossible. So you have to be somebody from New England thinking that you're at a hop, skip, and a jump because you're from New England, Brian. So you get what I'm saying, 420. Everything in New England's a hop, skip, and a jump because it's city on top of city. So you're thinking like, six cities over, it's probably only a 40-minute drive. No, that's like a 5-hour ride because people up north don't realize these states are about as big as New England.
Yep.
So that was I don't know if it was one or the other, but I really do think it was a game. So That's cool. I was told by a few people I called that they can't work with me because I've been threatened. But
whatever, they refuse to give me a name or email address. So now the text just all disappeared out of my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Josh told me about this. A site you go to, and then the text self-delete after 48 hours.
Right. Well, that being said, so we were gonna get Catfish to go do an audit in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's 150. It's
Huh?
151. So I doubt if. Well, they're central, so they're only 1 hour behind us. So 12:51 there. If they haven't set his bail by now, he's there till Monday.
Why would he be there till Monday? It's only Wednesday, isn't it?
Oh yeah, until tomorrow anyhow. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what do you think? Tonight's Friday?
Yeah, I was thinking today. I lost. I had so much going on.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
with the wife and
how's she doing?
The social worker called right as they told me about this the Myron deal. I hung up and I was getting ready to come on panel, and the social worker called me and said she's improved to the point where in a day or two they're going to send her to a rehab facility, and then we were in the process of trying to find one that would take our insurance. So the thing is, I'm retired military, so I have TRICARE, and the federal law says if a facility accepts Medicare, they have to accept TRICARE. So there aren't many hospitals or facilities that don't accept Medicare. And
yes,
all
they
these
do.
facilities, and they said, "Oh, we don't have a contract with TRICARE." No. If you accept Medicare, you accept TRICARE. That's all there is to it.
After all the work we've done tonight, right? After all the work we've done to help out Omaha tonight, I hope he doesn't decide to do anything stupid that would screw over Josh.
What?
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
I'd be giving him a big fat hug and shouting out to everybody that helped him out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, though.
Wow, I can hear
cricket.
Everything.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
How's the quality of sound coming from my mic?
Very good.
Yeah,
excellent.
It's a USB hooked up to my laptop, unlike my phone.
Hey, No Name.
Yeah.
Did you get the information that I asked you to check into for me?
Not yet. I've been really busy with a lot of crazy shit, Brian. I've been arrested 3 times. I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I'd like to check that out.
Now, Brian's sound is not very good. I don't know if it's the quality of a Wi-Fi connection or Bluetooth connection. He gone.
He said, "Fuck you, KY."
What do you do, KY? What do you throw him off?
Sometimes because when you're the host and you drop and you come up, it changes the sound quality. So
how about now? Any better?
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Now, if we could get your chat to start talking, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
what happened to my chat? What do we got? Lurkers or we got friggin' twerkers?
If you guys are doing this on your cell phone,
I don't know if nobody's talking or what.
Huh?
Is nobody talking or is just not moving? Maybe she'll quit jump in the bandwagon. What? And a chick.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head out. Hope you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna head out too. I'm gonna go jump on some panels and see if I
you
can.
going over by Anichik?
Oh, I may go. Who knows where I'll go?
Wow.
I'll probably go to Anichik first.
Fight some bears.
I'm gonna go poke some bears.
All right, guys.
Poke
Peace
some
out.
bears.
All right, guys. Oh, peace out.
All right,
See you
guys.
sometime.
See you tomorrow.
I'm gonna grab
See
a
you guys later.
Twitch.
See you tomorrow, everybody.
All
Take
right,
it easy,
thanks.
everybody. You better go to bed. You gotta work.
Who?
No, upstate. Okay, guys. I'm out of here.
How are you gonna end?
Take care.